Welcome back. We are on lesson 10.6. We are on part 2. Make sure you've read part 1. We're going on to our last 2 examples here. Still talking about your scientific notation. So, example 3. An album has sold 8,780,000 copies. How many more copies does it need to sell to receive the award? All right, so at the bottom here, they also said that an album receives an award when it sells 10 million copies. So here is how I would set up this problem, okay? I would first figure out how much more, so then how many more copies does it need to sell to receive this award. So the biggest thing is this is a problem you probably have already seen in years past, probably like a 5th or 6th grade level problem here. The only thing different is that they changed it into a scientific notation answer. So we're going to start off by taking that 10 million. It's going to take me a minute to write it out. All right, and then I'm going to subtract the other amount. That's going to give me the difference in how many more I need. 1,800, 0, 0, 0. All right, I got to find my calculator. Here it is. Let's plug this in a calculator. Make sure I've got enough zeros. 1, 2, 3. Oop. Minus 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Looks to be that I get an answer of 1, 2, 2. And then I've got 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So adding back in my commas then, it looks like I'm left with, sorry, the zero got funny, 1,220,000 copies left. So we are going to change this number and write it in scientific notation. As you can see, they all have that same factor. So we don't even have to, we can't eliminate them based on their factor choices, because remember, your factor has to be in between 1 and 10, and they're all in between 1 and 10. So ultimately, I'm going to want that decimal right in between that 1 and that first 2. So let me get a different pen. It's a little easier to see. Let's go green. Hopefully that's easy to see. I want to know then how many times from going from the original decimal all the way to here would it take? Or I could go backwards and go to the end. That's okay as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 6 jumps. Now this is a large number, meaning that I'm going to want a positive exponent. So I'm going to want it to the power of a positive 6. So my answer then would be C. That's how many more copies that you need to sell. Another way to realize that you could get rid of these negatives is because you can't sell a decimal of a copy. Remember that the negatives give you decimal answers. I can't sell like a third of the copy unless you're breaking the record and handing it over. And a lot of people don't buy like CDs or records anymore. A lot of you are just downloading music or using streaming sites like Spotify or Apple Music. All right. Let's look at the last one then. All right, so example 4. The table shows when the last 3 geological eras began. Order the eras from earliest to most recent. So thinking about when the eras began, okay? So that's going to show you how far ago it was. So basically we're going to want the largest number first to the smallest in this case. Order the eras from earliest to most recent. So I know it says earliest to most recent, so in theory you kind of think like I want the smallest to the biggest, but I actually want the largest to the smallest number, because the smallest means that it happened sooner, and the largest means it happened earlier or the earliest. So I would actually write these out and in a standard form. So if I'm going to start with Paleozoic, so let's start with P, Paleozoic. I would start by writing this out, 0.452, and I'm going to move it 8 decimal places to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like I'm adding in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So when I rewrite this, I would have 5, 4, 2 with 6 zeros. Whew, that's a long one. All right, add in my commas then. All right, so this is how long ago this the Paleozoic era started. Let's go to the Cenozoic then. Cenozoic, I've got 6.55, and I'm going to move this one 7 decimal places over. So starting with my original, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this case, I'm going to, oh, I don't know if I did this right. 1, 2, yeah, I did. Okay, 5. So I'm going to take this 655 and then just add 5 zeros at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back and add my commas. There we go. So I can already tell based on the numbers here that the larger number is this one. So right now I'm going to want to put this one as my first number and this one as my second. But we still have to look at this Mesozoic. So then I'm going to put 2.51. All right, and I'm going to move this over 8 places. Code word time. Your code word is baseball. Baseball. All right, so I'm going to move this over 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm adding 6 zeros at the end. 2, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, add back in my zeros. So like I said, I want the largest to the smallest number. I'm not going to rewrite them out, but you can if you would like to. So my largest number, my 2 larger numbers are this Paleozoic and this Mesozoic. Paleozoic looks to be the largest, so this is going to be so from the earliest, yeah, so this is going to be my first digit. And then I want the next one, which is going to be this one because it's got 6 zeros. This one's only got 5 zeros. So this is going to be my part 2. And then this will be my part 3. So in order, I would put Paleozoic first. Then you're going to put Mesozoic. And last you're going to be Cenozoic. Maybe you remembered these from either last year or this year on learning those, or even in 6th grade, maybe if you learned these in 6th grade. I'm not sure on your science standards and when you learned this. But you may have remembered that that was the order it went in. All right, let's keep going. All right, like I said, we're just going to skip the on your own. Don't worry about it. It's one of those what ifs. We're also not going to do the closure. All right, so again, as I continue to repeat myself every single time, use your workbook as extra practice if you would like. Use it to review for tests, help you practice. Let me know if you got questions. But your homework for this one is going to be 10.6. It is being uploaded here on the 27th of April. Your homework's always going to be due then that following Sunday night. So that's going to be on the 3rd of May. Make sure you're getting that homework done the week it is assigned. If you're not turning it in, expect that you're getting zeros on your assignments, okay? Make sure to get it done. I'm starting to close them off. If you're not getting them done, you no longer have the option to go back and redo them. Okay. Again, make sure you found that code word somewhere along the video. If you haven't found it yet, you're going to have to go back and rewatch these. Make sure you understand it. Let me know if you've got any questions. Please work really hard on your Big Ideas math. Make sure you're taking your time and really practicing it. That's what's really going to show me if you understand what's going on or not, okay? Other than that, let me know if you've got questions. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Hopefully it's nice and sunny wherever you're watching this. Make sure to get outside if you can. I'm really excited to get outside after this. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you in the next one.